Beloved scholar, Assalamu alaikum. How are you? I hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. And today I am going to discuss remaining only one rule of pre-modifiers. Okay, and write down on your note the another definition of pre-modifiers and past participle. Past participle as pre-modify the noun. At first, we have to know the exact definition of past participle as pre-modify the noun. Write down. When the past participle of a verb sits before a noun and works as an adjective, it is called the exact definition of past participle as pre-modify the noun. To be clear, I am giving an example by the help of past participle as pre-modify the noun. We should not drink polluted water. Okay, and here we find a complete sentence. Here it has been given at the beginning of a sentence, subject we should not drink water. It is called the exact complete sentence here. And if we exclude this word polluted from this sentence, there will be no problem with this meaningful sentence. That is why polluted, P-O-L-L-U-T-E-D, here extra information in this sentence is polluted. And if we write down the another sentence here, we have polluted, P-O-L-L-U-T-E-D, we have polluted water. We have polluted water. Here it indicates a complete sentence, and polluted has been explained here, the principal verb. But in this sentence, polluted has been given as adjective formation here, and if we exclude this word named polluted, there will be no problem to indicate a meaningful sentence. And in this another sentence, polluted has been applied principal verb, but in this sentence we have found drink is a principal verb, and polluted has been also explained here, the adjective formation. And if we exclude the polluted word, then there will be no problem. That is why we should not drink water has been considered a complete sentence. Okay, that is why polluted here, P-O-L-L-U-T-E-D, polluted here has been explained, the adjective formation. Okay, and I am giving another example for better understanding to you. I took a rotten mango. It is another example of past participle as pre-modify the noun, and mango here has been given as noun formation. Okay, and if we exclude the rotten word before the noun, then there will be no problem to explain a meaningful sentence here. And rotten has been explained here, the adjective formation, but we know that R-O-T, rot is called the principal verb. But in this sentence we have found here the position of roten is adjective. Why? Because we have already found here it is called the gap, and before gap we have also found the position of noun, and after gap we have also found the position of mango. It is called the noun formation. That is why we will be certainly able to explain here the position of adjective. And here in this sentence, roten has been considered here the adjective from but. In this another sentence, that we may explain here roten as principal verb of past participle from. But in this sentence, when we will exclude this roten word, there will be no problem with the meaningful sentence here. That is why roten will be explained here as the adjective formation. Okay, and if we try to omit the roten word from this sentence, there will be no problem. But why? Because here in this sentence I has been applied, subject took has also been applied the principal verb. Okay, it is called also the past indefinite tense. I took a mango. And what types of mango? It is called the ROTTN, roten mango. That is why roten has been explained here the adjective formation. Okay, Alhamdulillah, beloved scholars, we have completed the classifications of pre-modifiers. That is why I am going to start discussing the classification of post modifiers. Post modifiers. Write down the classifications of post modifiers. Okay. And at first, before starting our classifications of post modifiers, we have to know the what is post modifiers. And when, if you find any type of word will be given after word or after noun, and if you exclude this given information after the noun, there will be no problem with the meaning of a complete sentence. It is called the exact definition of post modifiers, and it will be given just after any particular type of noun or word. Then write down rule 1. Rule 1. Present participle. Present participle phrase. Present participle phrase. S. Post modify the noun or post modify the word. At first, we have to know the exact definition of present participle and phrase. Okay, and at first we will know the definition of present participle and then phrase. And present participle, if we find here principal verb plus ing, then it will be counted as the definition of present participle. And phrase means another word or some words after verb plus ing, then it will be counted as the definition of present participle. And such types of word, if will be given, it will be given just after any particular types of noun or word, then it will be called the present participle plus phrase. And I am giving an example by the help of present participle phrase. Write down: the girl standing at the door is my sister. Here, look at the whiteboard for understanding this rule named present participle. I am giving an example to you, that is, the girl is standing at the door is my sister. We know well that a complete sentence has three components or three parts. The first one is subject, another is verb, and other is object here. And you know well that at the beginning of a sentence, it is the position of subject. Here, in this sentence, the girl has been given as subject, and verb here is, and object here my sister. But in this sentence, such types of parts are called here the extra information, and extra information has been given just after subject. And if we want to omit such types of part from this full sentence, then there will be no problem with the meaning of this given sentence. Okay, and what is the name of this part given in this sentence? Is stand. Here we know that stand, stand here considered as the principal verb, stand, and verb plus ing is standing. Standing has been given here as the position of present participle, and we have already found here the another words just after principal verb plus ing. Here principal verb plus ing has been given, standing plus another words at the door. It is called the phrasal word, and it has been given here just after present participle. That is why standing plus at the door has been called the present participle phrase. And if we exclude these words from this sentence, there will be no problem to indicate a meaningful sentence. That is why this part has been called the position of present participle phrase, and this present participle phrase has been given just after subject or after noun or after any particular type of word. That is why this part has been called here the present participle phrase. I think you are clear about this definition named present participle phrase. Okay. Now I am giving to discuss the second rule of past participle. And past participle phrase. Rule number 2. Rule number 2. The past participle phrase. Okay. At first, we have to learn the definition of past participle. And when the verb of past participle sits after a noun, and if we exclude here such types of word from this item, then there will be no problem. Then it will be counted as the position of past participle. Okay. The machines made in Japan are working well. Here we know that made is the past participle form of verbs. Okay, and we know all that make, make, made, and made. That is why we have added the past participle of verb after noun, and here subject has been given the machines. Made in Japan. Made has been given as the past participle form of verb, and in Japan is called the phrasal word, that is called the past participle as post modify the noun. And if we omit such types of part from the sentence, there will be no problem. To indicate a meaningful sentence, the machines, here the machines are working well. Okay, the machines are working well. Machines is called the subject, and are has been auxiliary verb. Working has been given here the principal verb plus ing plus others. That is why it's called the complete sentence. The machines, plural, not machine. The machines are working well. It is called the definition of present continuous tense. Okay, and I am giving another example to you. The book published in 2012 has been revised. The book published in 2012 has been revised. It is called the present perfect tense of passive voice. Okay, the book published in 2012. If we want to omit such types of part from the sentence, okay, there will be no problem to indicate a meaningful sentence. That is why published, we know well that P-U-B-L-I-S-H, published is the present form of published, that is called the past participle of verb. Okay, but in this sentence, published in 2012, published has been given the past participle form of verb. Okay, but in this sentence it has not been given as the past participle. Here the past participle form has been revised. Okay, that is why we have to exclude here to indicate a meaningful sentence. That is why published in 2012 indicates given extra information about noun. What is the noun here? The book. Okay, the complete sentence is given here. The book has been revised. Okay, and I am going to discuss the another rule number 3. Write down. Prepositional. Phrase as post modify the noun. Prepositional, when you will find the preposition plus other words after noun of after subject, then it will be counted the position of prepositional phrase as post modify the noun. The book on the table, the book on the table is yours. The book, there has been given the position of book is subject, and here on the table, on has been given preposition just after a book. Book has been called the subject. Subject plus on is called the preposition plus others, the table. If we want to exclude here on the table from this complete sentence, there will be no problem. Look at the whiteboard, and complete sentence is The book is yours. It is called the complete sentence here. Okay. And I am giving another example by the help of prepositional phrase. The students. Students in the classroom are making noise. The students in the classroom are making noise. The students in the classroom are making noise. In is given in this sentence as noun formation, the classroom. Other words in a sentence, and in the classroom has been given just after subject. Here subject the students. That is why complete sentence will be here. The students are making noise. It is called the present continuous tense. That is why if we want to exclude the in the class, then there will be no problem to indicate a complete sentence. Okay, the students are making noise. It is called the complete sentence. And another rules, write down. Infinitive phrase as post modify the noun. Infinitive phrase. Now we have to learn the exact definition of infinitive. And what is the exact definition of infinitive? Write down. If you find here 2 plus v1, okay, and 2 plus v1 and 2 plus v1 will be applied here in a particular types of sentence, and it may be expressed here the present indefinite, past indefinite or future indefinite, any particular types of tense, and infinitive will be applied here in purpose of, any particular types of aim, in purpose of. Okay, and it is called the definition of infinitive. 2 plus v1 plus phrase has been called here the another part just after 2 plus v1, then it will be certainly counted the definition of infinitive phrase. And I am giving an example to you by the help of infinitive phrase. Write down on your note. Write down. Okay, his aim to become a pilot did not come true. Here in this sentence, his aim is called subject, the position of subject. To become a pilot has also been given here 2 plus v1, to become. It is called the definition of infinitive. A pilot is another word, and if we omit this part from this complete sentence, there will be no problem. Okay, that is why his aim, subject, his aim did not come true. His aim did not come true. Okay, it is called a complete sentence, and given extra information is called here the infinitive phrase after post modify the noun. And I am giving another example for your better understanding. Okay, I think you are understanding properly without facing any sorts of problem by attending in my class. His plan to start a new business ended in smoke. Ended in smoke. His plan has been given here the position of subject. To start. His plan to start a new business. To start a new business. To start here after to, it has been given the present form of verb. It is called the position of infinitive. And a new business, another words here. That is why to start is called the infinitive plus phrase. Infinitive plus phrase. And to plus V1 is called infinitive, and a new business has been given the phrase word. It is called infinitive plus phrase. And if we exclude such types of parts from this complete sentence, okay, we will find a complete sentence here. His plan ended in smoke. Okay, ended in smoke is called the complete sentence. Okay, beloved student. So for today, in my next class, I will meet with you another classification of post modifiers, and then I will also do a lot of practice with you. Okay, then try to be well. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.